Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Today is Tuesday, the 30th day of June. It is National Meteor Watch Day. So look in the sky and see if you see any meteors. It's also National OOTD Day, and it is National Media Day. So it was Meteor Day and Media Day.
Okay.
It's National Social Media Day is actually what it is. So. You're on social media. What are you doing? What's that all about?
It just causes a lot of drama.
Oh, yeah. But today's a good day to go on and, stir some things up. Okay.
And I will do that.
Don't do that. It's, again, social media day. And somebody that is kind of on social media, I don't know that he really knows how it works. It's Tuesdays with Charlie. He's on social media, sort of.
Kind of, sort
He
of.
sees some of the things that are... I've never seen him post
He doesn't
anything.
ever comment on anything, doesn't like anything.
think he
He's
knows
just kind
how
of lurking
it
in the
works.
shadows.
Yeah, wait a minute. You mean I can comment on this? Can't do that with a newspaper. All right. We've got him coming in here in just a bit, and he'll be in the studio, so we're excited for that. It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the way. Many people have dabbled in the stock market for their very first time ever this year. If you're new to the market, but you don't want to learn things the hard way and the expensive way, I encourage you to subscribe to this free newsletter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com. Subscribe for free. If you change your mind, just unsubscribe. Sign up for free right now at marketbeatminute.com. That's marketbeatminute.com. Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A Stress in America survey found that 83% of Americans say they are, quote, very stressed, end quote, about America's future.
Right now, yes. It's
83%.
Extremely terrifying.
And you know what? I think this is, even though this is an American survey, I think this survey would probably be the same in many other parts of the world as well. So, yes, 2020 has been kind of a weird year.
It's been horrifying.
Yeah, it has. So we have a link to the study if you want to read all the details on that. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is Your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. We actually go overseas for the story today, Heidi. A couple of people were caught joyriding through Italy in the buff. Yeah, they were completely nude. They were arrested by police. They say the woman was eating a slice of pizza while driving naked in her car. Her passenger was also naked, holding a bottle of wine between his feet.
Okay.
So, not exactly sure what the plan was there, but
They were going on a picnic.
it must have been hot. We'll just say that. It was warm out, apparently. But I can't even imagine. Hopefully they didn't have leather seats. Can you imagine driving around leather seats with no clothes? That'd be very sweaty. So, all right, let's move on. This is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. The 2021 Golden Globes are going to be delayed a couple of months due to COVID-19, partially because they don't have all of these TV programs and movies starting on time. So then I think that's why they're just kind of pushing it back.
And partially because nobody cares.
Well, I don't know that nobody cares. Somebody does, or they wouldn't keep doing it. It's just not everybody.
People in those shows, nobody else cares.
Okay. Chicken Run, the hugely successful claymation animation movie, is finally getting a sequel 20 years later. Made by the original creator, by the way. Going to be released on Netflix with production starting in 2021. So that's kind of cool news.
Our son loved that.
Yeah, it was an interesting show. And I'm not going to say that I didn't like it, but it wasn't a favorite like it was for our son.
It's not a favorite for me.
Yeah,
but our son thought it was fantastic.
Our son Troy loved it. So there you go. And he's single, ladies. Just saying. Thanks for listening. And, he's calling me. That's not good. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Elon Musk has sold his home in L.A. How much do you suppose the little mansion from the Musk man sold for in L.A.?
18 million.
Ooh, no. Heidi, you're way off. It's $29 million.
Ah.
Yeah, what do you think? This was like a starter mansion?
It might have been.
No.
I thought maybe he's worked his way up now.
Yeah,
He's looking
I'm sure
for
he
a little
has.
better
Yeah,
home.
he's doing okay. New survey finds the average person has 6 home repairs or updates on their to-do list, and to complete just the top 3 would require an average of $680 combined. I agree with 100% of that. I'm trying to think if we might have more than 6 things that are on our to-do list.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting close, though,
We're getting
to getting
closer.
things done. We've crossed off like 27 things on our to-do list.
Yeah,
so,
we have.
Yeah, we're
way
doing
more
good.
than that, I think.
I made a to-do list like a month ago, and the first thing I did on the list was make a to-do list. And then
So
when I
you
got
crossed-
done, I crossed it off.
Instant gratification.
Oh, boy, that felt good. A new feature for the Apple Watch can detect when you're washing your hands. Once it senses you're washing your hands, the watch timer will set for 20 seconds. That's the amount of time the CDC recommends to avoid spreading germs. Keep them in the soapy water for 20 seconds, rigorously rinsing and scrubbing and whatnot. So it's kind of a cool idea. In education and private industry, science and math fields are dominated by men. One of the factors in creating such a disparity, a study suggests, may be male overconfidence when it comes to math. Researchers at Washington State University found men consistently overestimate their mathematic abilities. Not me. Not even a little bit. While women more humbly and more accurately rate their aptitudes a little lower. Men are not better at math or science. They just think they are, according to a lot of different testing results. It says young women are actually a little more able mathematicians and scientists than young men. But we, for whatever reason, are like, no, I got it. I figured I don't even need a calculator. Although I had an amazing thing happen over the weekend. We were at a graduation party. It was kind of a late graduation party. Oh. And I was just being a wise guy.
Talk about.
I said, hey, you want to have a cupcake? There's 19 left. And then I looked at the thing and I started counting, and there were exactly 19 left. I was like, wow.
It was really sad how excited you were about the fact that
I just had like a Rain Man moment there. I have no idea how I knew that was 19. I did quick cupcake math. Like, if there's 25 cupcakes and there's 6 of them missing, there's 19 cupcakes left.
Definitely 19 cupcakes.
Definitely 19. All right. And finally here, we got one last thing to get to. A study finds that if processed foods are labeled as healthy, people tend to overindulge in them. So even if it's a bad food, it's not good for you. If they just put a little stamp under saying, hey, newer, healthier, people are like, okay, that's all it took for me. You talked me into it. I'll try this. So there you go. Don't fall for it. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Heck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We reach out to my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie. He'll give us some golf. We talk each week and we learn fun stuff. Everyone loves him. He makes us laugh. Sometimes he's wrong, then he fires his staff. Get ready to learn something. Here we go. It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
It's nice to have you in the studio.
Well, it's not that nice. But it's fun.
It is.
It's fun. I
So-
get to drink that way, so.
There you go. Yeah. So what kind of cool stuff do you have for us today?
Okay, you guys play on them fancy phones all the time, right?
We try to, yeah.
You know that the more features your phone has, the longer you spend in the bathroom.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that.
You're supposed
that's
to be
true.
doing your business, and you're doing other business instead.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, then don't
Yeah.
go to Oklahoma.
Why is that?
It's illegal to take a bite out of another person's hamburger.
Why would you?
Well, if you're hungry and he's sitting there waving it around, I'd take a bite. And then don't go to Alabama either.
Okay,
Why is that?
why?
It's illegal for a driver to be blindfolded while driving a vehicle.
Well, that makes sense, though.
Kinda should be the case.
Should be that everywhere, really.
Well, you could. It's all right. It'll be all right. Hey, then, ooh, this is sick. You swallow 4.2 cups of snot every day.
Ew.
4.2
Ew.
cups of snot?
That's a big cup, too. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ew, that can't be accurate.
Well, if
It's,
Charlie says it,
if
you know
I said
it's true.
and you know it because all my stuff is authenticated or whatever you do.
Or whatever you do.
Oh, hey, then applying hemorrhoid cream to your chest and waist can make you look more muscular.
Really?
I need a lot of it.
I don't think so.
I got one last thing here for you, and this is one of them just in case you care things, because you know I don't care. So,
Okay.
4 Japanese scientists measured the amount of friction between a shoe, a banana skin, and the floor.
Okay.
Oh, so like see if you could really slip on a banana peel.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And the friction level is 0.07, whatever that means. Sounds like you got a pretty good chance of slipping on a banana skin
So,
if you're drunk.
so 0.07% chance of slipping on a banana peel.
And if you ate the banana and threw the skin on there and then fell on it. I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's just one of them in case you care.
So somebody did a study on banana peels, and we don't really know what that study
Well,
means.
apparently 4 scientists did. I think there was booze involved in that.
Banana daiquiris.
There you go.
That's probably what it really was. And they got caught in the middle of all this, and then they tried to explain, no, we were doing
Scientific
an experiment.
It's all official.
We need to get involved in some of this the study money and these experiments. I think we have the Charlie.
We're missing the boat on
The Charlie
a lot of
Institute.
funding.
Is there money out there?
Oh yeah, we'll write a grant and
Yeah.
Well, let's get some addresses.
yeah. Sir. I would love to see Charlie fill out a grant form. Hey, are you ready for a question from us? By the way,
Yeah.
okay. You actually might have told me this years ago because I did know this answer, and everything I know I learned from you. So I probably got this from you. But
You're one smart fella.
I know. I learn a lot. I pay attention, kids, and I encourage you to do the same. All right, here's a trivia question for Charlie. What color are aircraft little black boxes? You know, the box you're always looking for, flight control.
Orange.
Yes, you're right. Bright
I
orange.
knew that too.
So why do they call it that? They should call it the little orange box.
I don't know.
Yeah, because probably pretty soon you won't be able to say black box no more. So
Yeah, I don't understand.
Call it the little black box, and people are out there looking for a black box, and they don't know they're supposed to be looking for an orange
Found
box.
an orange
it's
one.
confusing.
Yeah, I don't understand why. But it makes sense to me that it would be bright
The only
orange.
box I could find is this orange one.
Well, it makes sense that it would be orange
Well, it
because
should
then
be,
if
but
you're
then
looking
should
for
be
it, it
called
would.
the orange box, so that people
Exactly.
who don't know what they're looking for know they're looking
That's
for an
like
orange box.
so many times, you know, when people are waiting to come on a program, they wait in the green room. You know how many times I've been in a green room and they're not green? I'm like, why is this called the green room? It's not even
false
green.
advertising.
I know.
It is.
Anyway, I'm glad I got that off my chest.
I'm
Charlie,
glad too.
thank you for coming in, man. We'll talk to you next week then.
Okay.
Hey, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Again, my father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Many people have dabbled in the stock market for their very first time ever this year. If you're new to the market, but you don't want to learn things the hard way and the expensive way, I encourage you to subscribe to this free newsletter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com. Subscribe for free. If you change your mind, just unsubscribe. Sign up for free right now at marketbeatminute.com. That's marketbeatminute.com. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
When President Jimmy Carter pardoned draft dodgers, only about half of them returned. During Vietnam, many men who were drafted into the military refused to serve for various reasons, and they left the country. In 1977, newly inaugurated President Jimmy Carter fulfilled one of his campaign promises by pardoning all draft dodgers. This would allow them to return home without the fear of being arrested. Despite this, only about half ever came back. Many of them assumed they would still face ill will from the American public. They already settled into places like Canada that welcomed them, and they just never came back. So there you go. Interesting story. It is today's fun fact.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for news headlines from somewhere in this world. It's actually a news headline. Here it is. Dateline Australia. An old guy in Australia attempted to steal a woman's car at knife point. He failed to flee the scene quickly. It took him too long to load his walker in the vehicle. What? So he stops a car.
Oh, right. Okay.
Holds the lady at knife point, and then tries to load a walker in the car.
This should have been... where was this?
This is in Australia.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
But it really, truly happened. Yeah, that sounds like a Florida kind of thing, doesn't it?
It does sound like a fake news or Florida.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a true story from the great country of Australia. It's today's news headline from somewhere in this world.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Wildlife officials are searching for an alligator that bit a man directly in the face. Largo police say that, let me see here. Travis Spitzer was in waist-deep water, Taylor Lake, around 5 a.m., Friday the 12th of June. He was looking for Frisbees at a disc golf park. That's when a gator jumped up and bit him in the face.
Yikes.
Said he used his left hand to pry himself free. As a result, he had lacerations to his hand and to his face. Says he was transported for medical care and expected to recover.
What do they want the alligator for? They think they're going to get his face back?
They're responding. They said they're looking for the gator. This is peak gator mating season, May through July, depending on temperatures. During this period, it's not uncommon to see gators roaming around, being a little more active, according to Fish and Wildlife. So there you go.
Yeah, but why are they looking for it? I mean, they're going to kill it? He was in their habitat. It's not like the alligator did anything
They probably
wrong.
just want to give him a stern talking to.
Don't you bite no more people.
Okay. I think. I don't know. It's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. A man in northern Arizona has been arrested for allegedly confronting a census worker with a shotgun.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. It's happened, let's see, in northern Arizona, in Ash Fork. Census worker checking an address for a property located in this part of the area heard a loud shotgun. The worker then got back into the car to leave the area, but the road was blocked by another vehicle. That's when sheriff's officials say a man carrying a shotgun approached the vehicle. The workers say they identified themselves, and then they left the area. The man was later identified as 55-year-old Corey Bine. Deputies say after conducting an investigation, he was arrested and booked into the detention facility. He could face charges of involving threatening and intimidating.
Yikes.
So, yeah, it's probably not a good plan. They were just there to make sure you count, for the census. So
why would you not want to answer their questions?
I don't know. But I don't know if he knew who it was. He just saw some folks on his property and he shot it in the air, didn't shoot at them. But it gave them a little stern warning, and they tried to get the heck out of there, and then he was blocking them in. So, I don't know.
Yikes.
That's why it's today's moment of duh.
Calm down,
yeah.
man.
Everybody, calm down.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Peck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Fake news or Florida? Jacksonville mother sets an umpire's car on fire after he called her daughter out during a t-ball game. Fake news or Florida?
I'm hoping that's fake news.
It is fake news. Thank
Good.
goodness.
I was going to say, good Lord.
It was a softball game. So, no, it is just a fake story. No, that is a good one, and I'm glad that it's fake news as well. If you come across a story that you think would be a good one, or if you want to just make something up and think you can sneak past Heidi's, little detector here, whether she gets it right or wrong, you can submit your stories at the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of giftcardchallenge.org, which is wrapping up fairly soon. And I believe the gift card challenge is going to continue, but I think tomorrow is the last day that we'll be talking about it on a daily basis.
Okay.
So, but I do want to say this. That in itself is good news, and I think it's really, really cool. So here's the good news for today. Here's the headline. After viral video, people raised $62,000 for a 70-year-old. They're raising money for this hardworking street vendor in Chicago to help him retire. On Father's Day, Michelangelo Mosqueda posted a video on TikTok that went viral. In the video, he bought all of Don Rosero's. He had these little Mexican popsicles, paellitas. Anyway, the 70-year-old man was there, and he said, I'm going to just buy all of these so you can go home and spend time with your family for Father's Day. And this video goes viral, and now there's all kinds of people that are contributing to say, hey, let this guy retire. Like, he's 70, and he's sitting on a curb selling food just so he can actually live.
Or he could just be stubborn like my dad and won't quit.
Yeah, he's stubborn. But you never know. This week, It got one step further to retirement for him. The GoFundMe page was set up. The goal was to raise $10,000. So far, it's over $60,000, which is really cool.
Wow.
Millions of people that got on there and said, oh, this guy seems like a nice dude. I want to help him out. So if you'd like to know more, I've got a link to the story and the video. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Bye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.